We're going to talk a little bit about dogs fighting. You know, sometimes worst case scenario, this happens, and I didn't feel right about setting up this course and not mentioning it, but at the same time, I've also got to watch out for, you know, I don't want to give anybody any information that's going to, you know, cause any trouble or put anybody in any bad situations as well, too. So the next video that we're going to show you is going to be Ed talking about how to break up a dog fight, and it's really important to remember that you want to make sure that you feel like things are safe before you ever intervene. If you don't feel safe, you know, step back, spray some water, do something else, but don't reach your hands in the dog fights. I've seen so many people, so many bad injuries of people getting bit by trying to break up their own dog fights. And the sad thing is that the dogs still take the blame for that. So in our area anyways, a person shows up at the hospital with a dog bite, animal control is called automatically, and a report is filed. So things can get pretty ugly there. So that's just kind of like my disclaimer, I guess, is I was really on the fence about trying to talk about how to break up a dog fight. I think it's something that's very necessary especially when we're talking about introducing dogs into the homes and how sometimes things can happen. And ideally, when we're introducing dogs and we're working with multiple dogs together, we take things slow, we control every aspect of their meeting, and you know, we don't put dogs in situations where they feel like they have to fight or anything like that. So, you know, but it's one of those things where everything works out great until it doesn't. So we decided to go ahead and put this out here and kind of let you use your own judgment as far as what information you take as valuable or not.
How to break up a dog fight. A lot of people don't understand how dangerous it is to break up a dog fight. We have a web page on our website called dogbites.htm where people send us pictures about how they got bit, and 95% of those photographs came from people trying to break up a dog fight, and most of them are from people that are trying to break up a dog fight between their own dogs. Now, there's a right and a wrong way to do this, a safe way and a non-safe way. The non-safe way, you have photographs. If you go to this, graphic photographs, if you go to this webpage. The right way to break up a dog fight is with two people. I'm going to tell you how to do it with two people, and then I'm going to tell you how to do it if you're alone. Now, obviously, for the sake of our newsletter, we have no intentions of starting a dog fight and showing how to break this dog fight up. For the purposes of the video, we're going to demonstrate how to do this with Rainey when she's playing tug outside, and we're going to just demonstrate how to get this end of the police leash around the dog. The right way to do it when there's two people is you have a big ball. It's loud, it's violent, it's unnerving. So you need to stop, you need to pause, you need to gather yourself. Each person gets on one side of the ball. You reach in and you grab the back legs of a dog. When you see that the other person has the back legs of the other dog, you pull them apart by the back legs. Once the dogs are apart, you start to move them in a circle. The reason for moving them in a circle is that you want the dog to have to continue to go in a circle around you so that they can't turn and curl and bite you. In the initial split, when you pull them apart, it's like two people being in a fight and somebody reaches in. Just the adrenaline alone will cause a dog to turn and snap. They don't know it's you, they don't know what it is, they're in the heat of the moment, and they just turn and bite. So when you pull them apart, you need to get them out of that mode and thinking about something else other than the dog fight. And by moving them in a circle, it takes a split second, but they come out of that mental mode. By you keep moving them in a circle, as you back away, they're in less and less of the dogfight mode. What has to happen is one of those people has to pull their dog into another room, into another dog yard, or far enough away so that they can reach in and get a hold of the dog, either with a leash or something else, so that the dog doesn't turn and go back into the fight. If you release a dog too quick, he's going to turn and go straight back into the fight. So it's your job to figure out your circumstances to what you're going to do before you release the dog. Now, that's how to break up a dog fight if there's two people. A lot of times, people are involved in a dog fight where they're the only one around. you can use some of the same concepts if you're the only person. We sell these leashes with all these buckles and snaps on them. They're a police leash, but quite frankly, we sell a lot of them to people who have to break up a dog fight when they're the only person there. The way it works is you take the leash and you have a big ball and it's loud and it's crazy, and you focus and you go in and you take this much of the leash, and we're going to show it to you on the screen here behind me, and you reach it around the belly of the dog and you clip it. So it's right around the loin of the dog. So it's, your dog's hind legs are here and the fight is here. You've got the dog now by the belly. You take the pile, and that's what I call the dog fight. You take the pile, you drag it to a tree, or you drag it to a door, and you slam this leash in the door. If you can take it to a tree, you can wrap it around a tree like this, so that the dog's loin is here, the tree is here. Now the pile is anchored to one spot. If you're in the house and you have the pile, you take this leash and you put it through a door and you slam the door on it. So now the pile is anchored. Then you go around to the other side and you grab that dog by the back legs and you pull them apart. And you grab that dog and you pull them by the back legs. And when you pull them apart, you spin them and you pull them quickly into another room. Because the dog that's tied to here is going to want to continue this fight. So that's how you do it, either with two people or with one person. So the dogs, we're, simulating a dog fight here. Jeff's going to come in and get Rainey by the back legs. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Okay, that's it. Okay, so the video you just saw showed how if you don't turn fast enough, you're going to give your dog the opportunity to turn and bite you. So when you pull these dogs apart, you need to spin and turn fast. Now I'm going to say that breaking up a dog fight is a very dangerous thing to do. I tell people it's like picking a fight. Don't pick a fight you're going to lose. If you're a small person, if you're a small woman and you have two big dogs fighting, may be a situation where you're going to have to let them fight it out because it's too dangerous for you to step in and try and pull these dogs apart. You may get them apart, but if you don't spin fast enough, in certain circumstances, those dogs can turn and bite you. So you need to be careful. You need to think twice before you jump in and try and break up a dog fight. Like I said, go to the website that we have on Leerburg.com/dogbites.htm. You're going to see a whole lot of pictures of people who did this wrong. So think long and hard before you go and do it.